I've been trying for the last 2 months to try and get my daughter's Apple Watch Cellular to work on a Canadian mobile network so that I can avoid buying her a phone. I'm one of those parents. We are one of those parents who really doesn't want our daughter to have a phone. She's 11 years old. We don't think it's needed, and we don't want to introduce that dependence on a phone. Here is the saga. I was with TELUS Business, and I had contacted my TELUS Business rep, and I had said to him, look, I'm trying to get the cellular device for my daughter. I do not want her to have a phone. So we got her an Apple Watch Cellular. She can text if she needs to and talk to Siri. We can track her if we need to get a hold of her, things like that. Talk to the guy at TELUS Business. Yes, it's possible. Let's do it. Great. So I bought the Apple Watch Cellular from Apple, try to get it set up. This is how silly this is. TELUS is listed as a cellular provider that can offer family Apple Watches. Okay, because she doesn't have a phone, so she has to use my phone to activate the watch under a family plan. I can control this. TELUS Business, for whatever reason, is not the same thing as TELUS. Same network, same everything, just a different package of who I pay. And because of that, after the rigmarole and hours of conversation with a call center, which is obviously overseas and entirely incompetent, I shall say, I'm assured every single time it's possible, it's possible, it's possible. It is not possible. The bottom line always rests with, oh, yeah, TELUS Business doesn't have this, so we can't make this happen. Anyway, long story short, I bailed on TELUS Business. They were awful. From the rep who promised stuff and then just decides he can ghost people. I don't know how that works, but shame on you. So next step is I'm looking at plans. Okay, where can I go? Well, Bell can do it. Freedom Mobile can do it. Rogers can do it. All right, let's do this. Contact Rogers. Is it possible? Yeah, we can do this for you. What you got to do though is get another phone and pair that phone with the Apple Watch, pay for a phone plan, then you can get the Apple Watch plan add-on. Like, guys, how does this make sense? I don't want all of that. I just want to activate an Apple Watch Cellular on this. Anyway, Rogers was a no. You can't do it this way for families. Next up, looked in the Bell's phone plans, not for me. Not for me at all. You actually can't have a standalone Apple Watch plan. Like, somebody on their own can't just activate the phone as their device, though it is capable of that. You can't do that. The telecom companies in Canada don't want you to do that, so they don't offer that. The only way you can activate an Apple Watch Cellular is under a primary line somewhere else. So you need to have a line before you can add on an Apple Watch Cellular plan. They won't just give you the Apple Watch Cellular plan on its own. So you have to move in pairs. All right, I'm not going to Bell. And that brings me to Freedom Mobile. Now here I am thinking, I remembered long ago, I tried Wind Mobile, which is now Freedom Mobile. And the service was brutal. Like I bailed on the first, week. It was terrible. I was an early adopter and it failed. So I was skeptical to try them, but I was so fed up with TELUS and looking for an alternative to try and make this watch thing happen. And Freedom has a watch plan. I'm going to give this a shot. Okay. Freedom Mobile Network has been fantastic. I have no problems whatsoever. It's cheap too. I think I'm paying $35 a month for my move over of my plan. Like, fantastic. This works really well. Oh, and you can get a data plan for your Apple Watch. Perfect, let's do this. But again, same problem. You cannot have a family watch on there. It's only for that person who's got the phone. All right, so I decided to keep going further with this. Okay, Freedom clearly has a thing that works. The network has been great. The people have been great to deal with. Okay, let's make it work here. I will say this. If it was my watch on my phone, no problem. We've discovered that. But without adding a line to add the watch, it doesn't work. So, as the saga continues, I added another line. I just wanted to know, could this work? So I got another SIM card, another phone line, another phone number, just so I can add that watch to it, because I want to see if it's possible. I even had to go in to plug that SIM card into my iPhone and log in as her on my iPhone, which brought another set of challenges, but we won't go there. And it connects. It finally connects, except it'll only ring on her watch when the SIM card's plugged into the phone. Well, that's not going to work because this is my phone, not hers. So there's more to it than that. The point of the story, this really, really long story, is Apple is promoting Apple family watches as the kid-friendly option for parents like me who do not want them to have smartphones. The watch should be the answer. And there really isn't in my experience, a reliable way to activate that feature in Canada, which is a true shame because we are being pushed into get your kid a phone, which introduces Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and YouTube, all that stuff, when I really just want to be able to call her and that's it. I know I can get a flip phone. I don't want a phone on her wrist where she can't lose it, things like that. Long story short, Apple Watch family thing is not really functional in my experience in Canada. So I failed, Canada failed, Apple failed, the telecoms failed, and the story does not have a happy ending.